Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks. Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Padman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
See, I knew it. The Ravens. Only reason I called it on being Ravens is because of Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is like the horror dude. Nevermore. Nevermore. Knocking at my chamber door. Nevermore. It's July. Wait, no. This is the old one. He said that stepping into the 70s or into a time capsule. Get the power on, get the power on, get the power on. Okay, I completely just forgot about the objective. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's gonna be here. I mean, aren't generators usually like downstairs? Unless it's like a circuit breaker or some shit. Oh, look, here it is. No? You'd think that'd be it. Oh, alright, Alice, well, you're fucked. We can't get the lights back on. You're gonna have to get over it.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Ah, okay. Thanks for letting me know, Alice.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure
I knew it. I knew it. There's always got to be some looking around.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I
My
thought we could
beautiful
be happy
wife,
here.
Alice.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
I wonder if there's going to be certain things we're gonna have to remember.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
What does that say? GB? Goosebumps. Bam, 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 bam. Hold on, let me look around just a bit. Let me look around a bit, is what I meant to say. Welcome to the channel, where we mispronounce on the verge of illiteracy. I'm just kidding.
Alice?
Honestly, dude,
Honey?
this house does not look that bad. Just cover up the windows. Replace the curtains with something more appealing. And then close them. I mean, you got yourself a little cozy house. I mean, it ain't bad.
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, you got a surprise for me. I'm just kidding. Run!
Surprise.
Oh shit.
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
That was kind of weird. The lights went out and she was like, Alan?
Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alan! Where are you? Help!
I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
I was gonna say, why is there a couch cushion or a sofa cushion, but I don't think. Is that well? Okay, that's either a couch cushion or a suitcase. I'm pretty sure it's a suitcase. That's a big ass suitcase though. I can't see a damn thing.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
That was pretty random. That car passing by. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna like overanalyze stuff that probably isn't even gonna matter.
Damn.
Oh no, question is, well, how did they get in an accident? How did they get in an accident? Did he like fall asleep driving? Did she fall asleep driving?
Hello?
Hello? Someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Well, guess I don't have to do any reading this time. Pretty sure you guys prefer this man reading.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
The question is Alice real? Because there's some games that have like a wife or a girlfriend in these games, but it turns out that that girlfriend is already dead, and the person's just hallucinating, or just has really bad trauma, so that's the way they're trying to cope, is by hallucinating their loved one. Is it going to be that kind of thing? Yeah.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and square.
What do these coffee thermos even do?
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Okay, so I don't have anything to fight this dude off with yet. Oh!
Keep those cholesterol levels.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Yep. I saw that reference. Or, I saw that reference coming.
During your trying, it's the latest.
Yes!
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. May I...
Hello? Hello?
Two. One.
Oh my god.
More of them.
I dodged that shit. Come on, man. Dude! Oh my god. Mortal Shell. Again. Oh my Jesus, dude. Bro, what the fuck?
I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Hold on, before we do that, let's look around. Well, that didn't do anything.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was to turn this off, right? Sheesh, that tree branch ruined it though, but
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Oh, look, a loot box. Alright, let's just go.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Is that the gas station over there? Or is that like health? Oh my god.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
At least that feels really responsive. So I was told that this game is very repetitive. And I'm pretty sure this is what they mean about the game feeling repetitive. Is you're just wandering around and you're just gonna get ambushed by these shadowy creatures, I'm guessing. While you investigate whatever we're investigating. And at this point, it looks like we're investigating right now. Let's see if it's not a dream. We're investigating this car accident. But we went to a cabin on a vacation.
Taken. They're taken.
But we ended up being in a car accident. And now we're looking for Alice. Which Alice is the reason we woke up from the nightmare. So I don't know. I really don't want to stand under that.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
I feel like I could have pulled
I
myself
couldn't
up.
stay here. There had to be a way to
I
get
could
up
easily
there.
pull myself up right here. But you know, for the sake of the game, we cannot. Here we go. You can't take it, huh? You can't take it. Let it recharge. Let it recharge. I love that. In the light, you shall be safe. Checkpoint reached. Ooh, a Shigoni! Man, I feel like my eyes are like swollen or something, dude. They feel poofy. That's why I keep going like that and shit. Tell me that doesn't sound hard. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Is that it? I think so. I think that should be good. I thought I saw something shiny.
I was just outside for a
Breath of fresh air. What a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now. You're still up and around. Take a moment, step outside for the deep. It is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. The forest is quietly breathing along with you. It is right now. I'm fucking. Let me just shut the fuck up.
Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rumbling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway,
I had a dog named Toby once.
they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
When I was a kid, I wish Toby would come back to me. But I never found him again. And it wasn't until years later that I found out that it was somebody that I knew that got rid of him. I loved that dog. It was a boxer. Beautiful dog. And I never saw him again. This is what I got. Let me see if it... There you go. Toby, wherever you are, I hope you lived a good life.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no curves. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Woo! That motherfucker threw an axe at me! Okay, I dodged. You know what? You guys want this shit? You guys want this shit? Damn. Oh hell no. Oh my god, I'm missing. Is this like a little side detour thing?
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Dude, so we are the book. Dude, that's a lot of them.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
Tonight, on the Twilight Zone.
Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum.
Oh, fuck no. Is this thing supposed to be unplugged? I stumbled upon it.
Dr. Colvin, filled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
In the Twilight Zone. Dude, that's crazy. You know what that reminds me of? Or if they're playing off of it, that one theory of where you die in this moment, but when you die, it takes you to another galaxy. It takes you to another universe where you didn't die. Is that kind of what it's? Is that what they're working off of? Like that theory, Where if you die in this universe, you just go to another universe where you're still alive. That's crazy. I stumbled upon it. Quantum immortality. Man. We're about to get ambushed. Or what?
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience. Oh no! Even with the engine.
Oh, I thought that barrel would be able to blow up. There you go. Might as well re-up. Oh, y'all saw me dodge, right? Y'all saw me dodge. I don't like these spawn points, dude. If I wanted bad spawn points, I'd fucking play Call of Duty. Is this like a little mini boss fight?
Stucky's body
Jesus.
vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Now the question is there another manuscript here? Is there another manuscript? Oh, there's a copy though. Dude, what does the coffee do?
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Hey, you know they never make a open space without anything.
After the insanity I just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
How you hear him? At least for a moment. You gotta pay attention to those subtle lines for the moment.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stuckey looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't
She's
believe this.
lost.
It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Dude, I'm feeling that his wife is not real anymore, or his wife died, and that's why he's going cuckoo. Oh, I have to read this. The 68th Annual Deerfest, September 15th to 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music for the children. Bucktooth Charlie, afternoons. And the Montgomery and Alan Wake wouldn't stutter. And the Montgomery the Mystics, amazing phantasmagoria evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deerfest parade.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Why does that look like Alice?
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stuckey, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Dude, I'm not confused, but I'm confused. So she drove him to Cauldron Lake. This. Okay, let's summarize this. Let's do a little summary. Let me zoom in. All right. So basically, if I get any of this wrong, just correct me. But basically, we started off with our car breaking down, right? And we had to fight shadows to get to the lighthouse. That was a nightmare. Or was it? And then our wife, Alice, wakes us up. She was like, "Oh, you had another nightmare." We get to I forgot what the town was called. We get to the town, and we got the keys from a creepy old lady that wasn't Stucky. Probably another shadow. We head to Cauldron Lake. Turn the power on. Our wife surprises us with a typewriter to commit to writing a book, or to continue writing a book. But as we saw in the game, the book that I think he's reading is the book that he probably wrote with that same typewriter. But he doesn't remember even writing the book. But then, before that, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He got mad at Alice for giving him the typewriter. He leaves the house. He's like, she won't follow me in the dark. Lights go out. Alice is in trouble. We see her body dumped in the lake. And Alan's like, no! Alice! And then he jumps in the water. And then I think at that point, we wake up again from another nightmare. A nightmare within a nightmare. That he actually crashed. And we had to get through the forest fighting shadows to find Alice. Only for the sheriff to tell us at the gas station that Cauldron Lake hasn't even been there since the Great Wake. I think it's the Great Wake. Since the Great Wake in the 70s. What if... No, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. But that's the summary. Just so I can see if I'm following along so far. I don't think it's supposed to make sense yet. But that one spring episode, whatever the fuck you call it, Twilight Zone, that was wild. I think they are playing off of that one theory where when you die in this universe, you move to another universe where you're not dead. But I think the machine he made it so that the thing that would hurt you or kill you or anything like that in this universe, it cancels it out and sends it to the other universe. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys will stick around for Alan Wake Part 2. So, see you guys later, and peace.